People that in the house are doing, I hope you all doing well. So I talked before about Finland. So just to say, the government, I don't know, I'd say the government have got this because next year they plan to bring in baby boxes. So if you have a baby, they're going to give you the essential stuff in a box for free. Your taxpayer money pays for it. But they took it off Finland. Finland was the first country, I think, in the world. I think it was in the started in the early 1930s. I think they started giving baby boxes out in Finland. And obviously Finland can do a lot more better things than this country because Finland is, again, straight away, as soon as they say this, people be like, oh, the better, simply they know what they're up to, they know what they're doing. And they're the happiest country in the world, and as simple as that, again, that says a lot. Because in this country, this government in this country just wants to pound people and hound people for money and just absolutely just destroy the Irish people altogether. They just don't give anybody a chance in this country. Nobody, young people nowadays can't never dream of owning a house, never dream of having a car. They don't dream of that. And they keep, again, it's very depressing in this country, I have to be honest, because everything the government does is no good. It's really, really not good. But I do support that the government are giving baby boxes. Now, how much is that going to cost for the taxpayer? I don't know. But I do support it because obviously it's a nice gesture when you have a baby that they give you a baby box. It's a nice gesture. But yeah, as I said before, but I've said many times, I've said it to ministers too, I said it to Head of Home Office one time about different things. If you look up the Finnish education system, and now, if you look at that up, because it's good, it's really, really good. At the moment in time in Cavan, we're having young people having a very stressful time. And I'm not going to get into too much detail on it. But in Finland, they have it sorted out. They know what they're up to. They know what to do. They know what to do. It's not until you're 7-year-old or something like that in national school. I don't think you go to school until you're 7 in Finland. And you don't get homework and everything like that until secondary school. So they know what they're doing. What I'm trying to say is, they care more. In Finland, your health. As simple as that goes first. And that's something, because again, they make sure young people's minds develop and everything like that. They make sure they're safe and mentally well. And that's what they do in Finland. In this country, they just haven't got a clue how to take care of young people at all. So if you look at Finland's homelessness, how to deal with homelessness, back in 2018, Finland had a decently high homeless figure. Now you look at it, I think it's nearly the world's. I think what they strategy implemented for homelessness, is very good because again, in Finland your house is a right. It's not a reward. In this country, you have to work your ass off. You have to break your back. You have to break every bone in your body to get a house. And then the bondholders and the banks and everybody takes it over. It's a great country. This country. But in Finland, that's House and Force. That's what I was looking for, the House and Force initiative in Finland. And that's worked a success because again, they're not going to sit around dilly-dally and saying, oh, whinge, crip, cry, this, that, and the other. They're just going to do it, and again, it's some people that are homeless don't want to own a house, don't want to have a house. In Finland, you don't really get a choice to get a house. It's simple as that. If you're in Finland, you get a house, it's simple as that. But again, you could just see the difference between Ireland and Finland. And this is why I talk about the baby box, and this is why I wanted to talk about it again. Because the one country in Europe Ireland can learn something from is Finland. And the simplest thing, I say that straight because Finland has it sorted. Again, you look at their Prime Minister. I have to say their Prime Minister is a bit beautiful, I have to say that. Don't shoot me for saying that, but you see, you know what I mean. Like, it's a young Prime Minister, the youngest Prime Minister in the world. Again, it's young blood. It's a new way of doing things. Again, in this country, you have the old establishment, the old monarchy. Mihol has been in politics for a long time, and then we have the president who's been in politics since probably Jesus was born, to be honest, because he's still in the hours. I don't know who elected him. I don't know why they put him still in the hours. And he just signs everything the government gives him. He doesn't ask any questions. It's new blood. And in Finland, you look at it, these people are not old politicians. The president of Finland's a bit old. But every main politician in Finland, in the major political parties, are young. They're young, they know what they do, and they have new blood, they have new ideas. And that bloody alarm. And that's been going on for the last 3 hours. I don't know why. it's the NGO stuff. I'm only joking. But yeah, I'm sure people get what I'm saying, because again, the happiest country in the world, they're doing something. They're doing something very, very right. No homelessness nearly at all. They're doing, I think it's 0.28% or something like that that's homeless. I tell you, if Ireland could implement something like Finland, or even if we could get somebody from the Finnish government, in the Irish government, in the Department of Housing, I say they could fix the country in a week. Beyonce, I really say they could. I honestly have that much faith they would do it, because again, they had a big situation in 2008 where they had a good few homeless people. They had the good thousands homeless, and they turned it around. They turned it around. They done something with it. And again, it's about this. In this country, in the constitution, it should be straight. Your house is a right, not a reward. In Finland, I think it is in the constitution, but in Finland they have a little bit more understanding, a little bit more forgiving. In this country, the government over here couldn't care less. And again, Simon Coveney and the rest of them trying to be the new world order, I suppose, and interfere on everything they can, because they interfere on everything across the world and say this, that, and the other about everything. In Finland, they just, say, again, they just, they stay out of the way. I'm sure people never really hear much about Finland. They just kind of mind their own business. They don't interfere with anything. And that's how they're successful. That's how they do everything, because they don't interfere. In this country, we have an offer. The government here have an offer happily given their 20 cents about something. They just love giving out about something. But then when it comes to China, they don't say anything. They just walk away. Human rights offences just walk away. If it comes to some person who made an honest mistake, they go through them for a shortcut. But when it comes to somebody who makes human rights offences every day of the week, say nothing. Great country. It's just a great country, this country. But again, as I said to Head of Office, and I actually said it to a few TDs, I think I actually said it to a good few Kerry. I think I actually brought it up in actually a Mr. District meeting one time. I said, but this is, again, it's very, very evident, because I will be talking about it soon. I will be talking about the mental health effects of school and everything like that for young people. Unfortunately, at the moment, I don't want to talk about it in the moment in time, because there's a good lot of heartbreak happening at the moment. I don't want to, because again, I bring myself to tears if I talk about it, because it's very upsetting, it's very emotional to get into. But we need to learn from Finland, because one country we can learn from. Because Ireland's too busy worrying about, what's France, what's my EU buddies doing, Angela Merkel, Manu Akon, Timothy, every European country says, the big European powers, they're just like, our masters. Miho is just like, let's learn from Angela Merkel. But Finland, I tell you, they know what they're talking about. They know what's up. Again, it goes to show with the new Finnish Prime Minister, and just to say actually before saying this, the Finnish Prime Minister is actually stepping down for one day to let a young person run the country for one day, a 16-year-old girl. I wonder would Miho will do that, because I could go in for a day. I fucking put them in prison as soon as I put the politicians in prison. That'd be my first thing I do. But again, it just goes to show you, the way they want to hear young people over there, and they give young people the chance. They give young people, because again, you see this, not a hope of the government in this country thinking about that, because they'd be like, imagine if they put me in. I wouldn't destroy the country, but I'd destroy them. I literally go on a crusade against the politicians for a day. But anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and bye.